Hello again, traders. Right, it's Sunday morning and we're on ETH USD, Ethereum, and absolutely loving having the ability to trade at weekends. And what can I say, really? You know, this is an obsessive trader's dream to be able to, if you're a beginner, practice at the weekends instead of using clunky strategy testers and various backtesting methods on TradingView and stuff like that. Forward trading is always the best way to practice. So this morning I had a late night last night, well past 3 o'clock, before I could sort of wind down. Loving, that's the only disadvantage of being involved in international time zones, is that there's always someone awake. And then there's always someone to stimulate your mind with charts and comments. So, but thanks for that, guys. I really love all the trading talk and sharing of ideas. So let's get back to the point. Overslept this morning, just before 9 a.m. I thought it was just before 6. I got my 9 and 6 upside down, but that is another story. Anyway, getting on to the point of this video, and it is about timing trades. You know, you can enter a trade any time you like. It was a late entry today, shorting this particular pair because of, as I've said, the oversleeping situation. But it doesn't matter, because it's all part of a big move. You know, first stop is check your charts. Sorry about the FX eye pivots making a mess there, but check your higher time frames. All we need to really look at is the RSI and the slope. That's, you know, you do not possibly want to trade against these indicators. You know, getting in low and buying cheap and scaling in doesn't work for me at all. There's no point. Why put one point on a trade and then add another bit when it goes lower and add another bit when it goes lower? Great, I suppose, if you're investing and stock trading, but as an intraday trader, day trader, you know, you're there to just wait for the buyers to overwhelm the sellers and the sellers to overwhelm the buyers. Buy below sellers, buy above sellers, and sell below buyers. Simple as that. So, you know, every time frame is screaming short. The only way you want to be thinking about going long, and this is so easy to do, guys, just look over on the left. You know, when does the price start moving up? When the RSI histo told us to trade up. You know, consolidation sideways, grey. I'm going to change that to dark green, I think, later. It just is more in keeping with what's going on the charts. Green for up, dark green for sideways, red for down, dark green for possible pushes up, as it were. So, but all they are when they're below the levels, guys, all that is a pullback against sellers. Simple as that. You know, F all the rest of it, just concentrate on what this is telling you on the higher time frame. So yeah, daily's telling me short. We knew H4 broke support yesterday. It's in a downtrend. Look what we've got going on. A 1, 2, 3 higher low. That's the uptrend or up slope, and then connect those two the minute this low is broken by price here. Don't take Einstein. That's red. That's red. Look at what the charts are telling you. Forget what all your mates on social media are telling you. Forget what all the talking heads and pumpers are telling you. Just concentrate on the charts. You'll sleep better and have a much happier life, knowing that you are taking their money from them. Okay, simple as that. So back on point, the proper trade was here and here on this H1 chart. Because I overslept, got to work out a way of getting in. How do you do that? You use every tool in the toolbox, and by that I mean every time frame. So, you know, if I'm looking to get in a trade about just after 9 o'clock, I want to make sure the H1 closed red at 8 o'clock and it didn't turn green when it closed at 9 o'clock. If it did, you're entering when buyers are still, the pullback is still ongoing. And then when the 9 o'clock bar closed, presuming it closed red, then I drop down to M30 and make sure that was still red, which it was. And then I drop to the M15, and what I really should be doing is waiting for the M15 after 9 o'clock to close, or the M15 after 8 o'clock to close or be closed. You don't want to be trading into an hourly close. You don't want to be trading at 8:45 or thereabouts, So what you're doing is getting all your ducks in a row. That's it. Simple as that. We're going to talk about stops and runners, because I've been reading up about them, and Wicks Don't Lie has got a great strategy for trailing charts, which is if you enter on a 15-minute chart, which most of the time they do, or a 30-minute chart, then your stop should be behind the last closing candle, if you like. So that's difficult when you're entering based on a H4 chart or a daily chart, of course. So more often than not they get stopped. So what I've done is just pulled the trailing stop down to this supply area here, clear area where buyers pulled back in a little bit and then sellers overwhelmed them. So it looks like it's going to go back and test that. I'm going to get stopped out, so what? It's down to 1% of the trade now. I've taken some more profit off here because it's just it's hit this pivot level, which I've talked about many times before. They love the pivots. So we've got timing your entries, we've got where to put your trailing stops, if you like, your stop losses. You could trail a stop, but there must be for MT4 an EA that will trail to the last candle closed on a particular time frame. I'll have to dig that out. That will be really useful, and there will be one. There are some fantastic trade management EAs out there. So timing your entries is all about just looking at multiple time frames and keep flicking backwards forwards until you are totally happy, which is how I was this morning, that it was all aligned for the continuation to the downside. This will be a perfect opportunity to get back in at a discount, as they say. I never understood that for years. Discounted entries, yeah, it's just when the price pulls back, enter at a better price, providing again all your multiple time frames agree. Never enter a trade on a thought, a whim, an assumption. Always use the charts and the candles and the these two fantastic indicators. Look, this is telling you buy now. Well, you don't want to buy, but it's wait till it says sell now on 3 or 4 time frames. Simple. Just this has taken me 15-20 years, well, not quite 20 years, 18 years to decide on the ultimate trading method for me, and it works. So why reinvent the wheel, guys? Whatever strategy you use, just add it to it. Whether it's the Strat or Fibonacci's or moving average crossovers, Elliott wave. By the way, I think this whole method was based on Elliott wave. The guy who showed me trend analysis was an expert at Elliott wave, but he had moved away from Elliott wave because he realized it was overcomplicated. So even all of these different trading methods, harmonics, Gartleys, whatever you want to call it, they all, Heiken-Ash's, Bollinger's, they all work. They're all perfect if you know what makes them work. So anyway, I've gone off topic a little bit, but I wanted to make this video because timing is everything. And you probably think, oh, he's just hit that. How did he do that? It's not. It's using every time frame and using these indicators as traffic lights. That's why I love these things. There's no squiggly lines and crossovers, just pure green for go and red for shorts, or green for longs, red for shorts, whatever. And while I'm here, I want to talk about this quickly as well. Look what happened yesterday. Asian range was set over here, and it popped up and tested it, and oh no, this was today's Asian range. I do apologise, I got myself confused there. Something distracted me outside. Here, yesterday's Asian range. We were looking at shorts yesterday. I took a super short, nice and early, took a great big lump out of it, and then look what happened. It went back up, all the way back up to the Asian range, Asian high. That is mind-blowing. So, you know, all of these things, check this, check your dragon. That's why it's on the charts for refined entries. Look, there's a dragon entry there, Sonic DJ's dragon entry. Broken through it, pulled back, break the low, Bob's your uncle. That was the perfect entry this morning, but I was in the land of nod. So there you go, guys. You know, all you can do is watch what happens on your screens and learn from it. That's all I've ever done. Compared other methods to what I do, and, you know, discard the others and learn from them, and add anything you find that you think might increase. And you do hear people say, you know, you can over analyze stuff and keep testing and testing, working and never trade while you're doing it, you know, but just improve your trading. Never discount anyone else's method is my advice to you. Don't become one of these cultists. If you don't like what I do, that's fine. Shoot off and do something else. I haven't got any problem whatsoever with that. You know, just trade what you believe. I've got a saying, what is it? It is belief builds confidence, confidence builds profitability. And that's what we do. Okay, and one more little note while you're here, if you don't follow my Twitter, I made it my business to find pro traders, dig them out, and pro traders, contrary to belief, don't mess about with a pound a pip and go for 150 pips, big moves, swing trades, all that lot. They've got better things to do with their life. They go for, in Billy TT's example, goes for 1 5-pip trade a day, makes 3 to 5 grand. I've actually seen him say that on those little trades, and that's because he's retired as a pro trader now. He has mentioned, and if you dig it out on his thread, one trade he bought a house with, and it would have been a scalp too. So, you know, be careful who you believe online. Do your own research, learn about it. Pro traders don't waste all day looking at charts. They get in, get out and make their money, and then go and do something more interesting instead. Claudia likes horse racing and wine bars. And I love those people, so never ever would I disparage or say anything disparaging about other traders that I know have done the hard yards. Thanks again. Sorry for the preachy end to this. Have a great weekend, what's left of it.